17th.
Good evening. I'd like to call to order the April 17th, 2019 meeting of the Village of Gurnee's Planning and Zoning Board. Could we have roll call, please?
Bow.
Here.
Garrity. Norntoff. Path.
Here.
Pasak.
Here.
Riley.
Here.
And Sula.
Present. We do have a quorum. If everyone would please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, first item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from the meeting that was held on March 20th. Does anybody have any questions, comments, changes? If not, a motion to approve would be in order.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Paff, seconded by Mr. Pasak. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is a request for a modification to the special use permit for Menards located at 6401 Route 132. Clara?
Yep. Menard Inc. is seeking a minor modification to the special use permit for the Menard store at 6401 Route 132 to allow a 21,962 square foot addition. Specifically, Menards is proposing 3 new additions to the south side of the building, including an 8,958 square foot covered storage area, a 9,504 square foot heated special order area, and a 3,500 square foot shipping area, approximately 21,962 square feet total. The parking code would require 3 spaces per 1,000 square feet of GFA, including outside sales displays. Therefore, for an additional 21,926 square foot area, a total of 66 additional parking spaces would be required. Menards is requesting not to increase parking, as they believe their guest traffic will not increase since, per Menards, the additions will be used exclusively for storage of online purchases and for employees receiving product deliveries. Menards received a special use permit for a home improvement store use in 1992. In 2010, Menards amended the special use permit to allow a 143,936 square foot expansion. Because the addition consisted mostly of outdoor storage area, parking was not increased at that time. Per Section 16 of the zoning ordinance, the Planning and Zoning Board may approve any additions or enlargements to a structure where the area devoted to a special use is increased by 10% up to a maximum of 20%, when it is determined by the Planning and Zoning Board that such changes are in substantial conformance with the approved special use. The Planning and Zoning Board has final say on minor modifications to special use permits, and therefore any motion would not be for a recommendation, but either for approval or denial.
Thank you, Clara. I assume we have someone from Menards here?
Yes.
You need to use one of the microphones, and I don't have one here. Great. Is there anything that you'd like to add?
I'd just like to give a little background. I'm Rodney
Sure.
Wecken with Menard Incorporated, and just want to talk about what's driving the expansion. So we've updated our prototype a number of times since our first stores came out in the early 1960s. And with this latest remodel, we're trying to better capture our online sales. This is one of the fastest growing parts of our business, so we've overhauled the back of our store, the shipping and receiving area, and then added some additional storage. So while we're adding additional square footage, the building square footage itself will not be changing. We'll just be walling up some areas that are currently overhangs, and hope to make it a better shopping experience if you order something on menards.com or have something shipped to the Gurnee store from another location. So most of the traffic that we'll see from this expansion will be in the lumber yard, not utilizing the parking lot. They'll be pulling in and picking up their materials behind the store. So happy to answer questions that you have. Otherwise, thanks for your time and consideration tonight.
Okay. If you could kindly do one thing, just state your name for the record so we catch it on
Yep,
the tape.
Rodney Wecken with Menard Incorporated.
Thank you. I have one question for staff. Has the fire department seen this and signed off on the circulation pattern? Okay. Question?
That was my one thing, is that at the east end of this special order area? It looks very tight there to get through to the back, to the receiving area. Trucks can get through there and everything?
Yep, that's where all our semi-traffic and guest traffic travels through.
Oh.
I mean, I did take a drive through there Tuesday, I think it was. Might have been Monday. And there was a truck, or a van, I should say, right at that one corner before you get into the area that goes even farther east. And he was picking up product there, and it was kind of tight to get through to drive all the way through to be able to just see what was around the back side of the building there. But the fire department signed off on it. Okay. All right. Any other questions from members of? Yeah, Josh.
I know we had a parking study done previously where it said 63% of the spaces. Has there been a new parking study at all done?
No, not since the 2009, 2010 edition.
Okay.
Any other questions or comments? If not, is someone willing to advance a motion? As Clara indicated, we have approval authority on this particular matter because it's a minor exception to a special use.
Put forth a motion.
Okay,
to
Josh, go
approve
ahead.
the motion to approve the petition of Menard Incorporated at 6401 Route 132 for a minor modification to the special use permit to allow the proposed approximate 22,000 square foot addition in the substantial conformance with the plans presented this evening.
A second.
Second by Mr. Brown. I have one question for staff, and I should have thought of this before the motion. Do we need to make mention that they checked the wrong box on the application? It has been modified? Okay. Withdraw the question then. We have a motion and a second. Any discussion on the motion? If not, roll call, please.
Bow,
Aye.
Path,
Aye.
Paysack,
Aye.
Riley. Aye. And Sula.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you.
As you know, we're the final step. So next step would get the building permit filed. Yep, and thanks for increasing the investment in the community. Okay. All right, next item, just as a notation, there's a meeting scheduled for May 1st. Are we going to have a meeting?
No public hearings, but we may have a meeting.
Okay.
And Clara, do you want to mention that sometime in May, probably we'll have the comp plan coming? At least you want to talk about that, the future?
Yeah, sometime in May or possibly June, we're planning on having the comprehensive land use plan consultants present what they've done so far for the comp plan to the board, including the future and existing land use maps that they've created.
So is this like an update type meeting, or is it going to be a
Yes.
presentation for approval or
No,
recommend?
It's an update.
Just an
Update.
update meeting. Okay, great. Sounds good. There's no one here from the public, so I'm not going to open the floor to the public. Motion to adjourn would be in order.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Bao,
Second.
second by Mr. Pasak. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Thanks, everyone, and hopefully spring is here. Start to enjoy it.